Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered how it all began? For centuries we have looked at the stars, the planets, and the vast emptiness between them. We have asked the biggest questions. What are the rules that govern everything? Is there one simple idea that connects a falling apple to a spinning galaxy? This is the grandest adventure in science, the search for a single, elegant theory. A theory that can explain every force, every particle, every moment in time. We call this a theory of everything. Great minds throughout history have tried to find this unity. It showed us that the complex universe might be built on a few simple, powerful ideas. Our journey today is to take the next giant leap in this cosmic exploration. Come with me, a journey through space and time. Before there was matter, before there was light, what was there? Our new theory proposes something profound. It suggests two fundamental forces set the stage. The first is consciousness, a universal, foundational awareness, the ultimate observer. The potential for anything to exist, the blank canvas upon which the universe is painted. Perhaps consciousness is the source, not a byproduct. The second architect is time, not ticking seconds but a deeper sequencing force. The force of change, the engine of creation, a state of pure potential before committing to a path. Time gives consciousness the ability to create. Together, consciousness and time are the ultimate duo, the pillars of reality. Consciousness supplies the what, time supplies the how. Next, the five physical forces. Once the stage was set by consciousness and time, the physical actors could make their entrance. These are the five forces that build the material world. Gravity. It is the great gatherer of the cosmos, sculpting the cosmic web. Electromagnetism. The force behind light, electricity, magnets, and chemistry. It holds atoms together. Why your hand doesn't pass through a table. The strong nuclear force, the cosmic superglue that binds protons and neutrons. Without it there would be no elements, no stars, no us. The weak nuclear force, the force of change enabling particle decay and stellar processes. It makes the variety of elements in stars possible. Finally, anti-gravity, a repulsive force emerging from dark energy entanglement. It drives cosmic expansion and creates space itself. These five physical forces emerging from the deeper principles build our material world. Next, from nothing to everything. Imagine a time before the beginning, the universe as a single point of pure potential. In this state, all forces were unified, indistinguishable, a perfect harmonious whole. A tiny fluctuation, a cosmic decision within consciousness, triggered an event. Antigravity became dominant and space itself inflated, the Big Bang as an explosion of space. As the universe cooled, the unified symmetry fractured into distinct forces. Gravity separated, then the strong force, then electro-weak split into weak and electromagnetism. The early universe was a hot, dense plasma where quarks and electrons roamed free. As it cooled further, protons and neutrons formed nuclei. Electrons later joined to make the first atoms. The fog lifted. The universe became transparent and the cosmic microwave background was released. Gravity and anti-gravity then choreographed the formation of the cosmic web. From a single seed to a structured universe, the forces began their intricate dance. Next, the math behind the idea. How can we describe all of this with math? The core idea is beautiful in its simplicity. Think of each force as a different kind of symmetry, invariance of nature. Before the Big Bang, a single master equation described everything. Potential equals action. Consciousness equals sign potential. Cyclical time equals sign action. Relationship, not raw numbers. When symmetry breaks, the single equation fractures into multiple laws, like ice cracking. The master equation splits into specialized equations for each force. Anti-gravity, symmetry of expansion. Gravity, symmetry of attraction. Electromagnetism, symmetry of charge. The goal is a Rosetta Stone for the cosmos. Mathematics that translates gravity, light, and consciousness into one language. We search for the mathematical path back to the simple, elegant unity of the beginning. Why unifying everything is so difficult. Next. Unifying the four known physical forces is already one of the hardest problems in science. String theory and other ideas have tried, but challenges remain. Our theory proposes unifying 7 forces, adding consciousness, time, and anti-gravity. We must integrate gravity with quantum mechanics and also account for observer dependence. Consciousness is not directly measurable like gravity. It requires new formalisms. We lack instruments to directly quantify awareness the way we measure forces. Simulating 4 forces already strains supercomputers. Adding 3 more is exponentially harder. Dimensional complexity rises by orders of magnitude. Entanglement matrices grow substantially. We must build bridges between the physical and the metaphysical, a blend of math, information theory, and new observables. It forces us to rethink what a force is and what reality is made of. It is the ultimate puzzle, and the ultimate prize. Next, real-world clues. A theory is an idea until it can be tested against reality. One clue comes from the James Webb Space Telescope. It is looking back to the dawn of time. JWST has found galaxies that appear too large and well-formed very early, puzzling under standard models. Our model predicts rapid formation when gravity and antigravity interact, accelerating structure formation along filaments. Another clue, fast radio bursts, millisecond blasts from distant space. We propose FRBs could be anti-gravity geysers, precursor leaks before white hole eruptions. A white hole is the hypothetical opposite of a black hole, ejecting matter and energy rather than absorbing it. In a cyclical model, black holes from a prior cycle can rebound as white holes in the next. These observations are consistent with our predictions, early massive galaxies and potential white hole precursors. FRBs might be messages, recycled information and energy flowing between cosmic cycles. If true, we are part of an eternal cosmic cycle, and those signals are echoes from before. Next, how we test this with simulations. We cannot recreate the Big Bang, so we build universes inside supercomputers. We program the equations, input initial conditions, and press go. The code models gravity, anti-gravity, the nuclear forces, electromagnetism, time, and consciousness terms. When gravity and anti-gravity interact in simulations, structure forms faster and massive nodes appear early. We compare simulated galaxies to telescope images, size, shape, distribution. By tweaking parameters, we test sensitivity. What if anti-gravity or the strong force changed? Some parameter choices produce universes without stars or planets, reinforcing fine-tuning. When simulations match observations, it strengthens the theory. Large-scale tests, millions to billions of iterations, explore stability across noise and initial conditions. Simulations predict FRB precursors, white hole eruptions, and early massive galaxies, matching recent telescope data. Simulations are the bridge from abstract math to the sky we observe. Finally, why this matters. The quest for a theory of everything is more than a scientific exercise, it is the holy grail of physics. Finding it would be humanity's greatest intellectual achievement. Anti-gravity, gravity, strong force, weak force, electromagnetism, consciousness and time, the silent architects. A unified theory explains the stars, atoms, and even our experience of being. We are not separate, we are the universe experiencing itself. Much work remains, but we may be on the brink of a new scientific revolution. The cosmos is whispering its secrets. We now have a language that might understand them. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more explorations into the nature of reality.